What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy and welcome to a video. So, a couple days ago, there was this guy named George Floyd, I believe, who ended up being killed while being arrested. And everybody's gone completely insane because of it. Now, the whole reason why he was arrested is inconsequential. It doesn't mean anything because he's dead, and what's more important here is the fact that we need to talk about police brutality and the police force as a whole. I get it. Not every police officer is this way. Not every single police officer in the world, or even here in the US, is an evil piece of shit that kills people or, does police brutality because they're black or an African American or whatever you want to call yourselves. That's politically correct. I mean, it's true. It sucks that this happens. It's bad when you can't go anywhere without worrying about someone trying to kill you. Now, I do not condone racism. I don't stand for that shit. If this is happening, then do something about it. And people are. People are rioting like crazy in Minneapolis and also everywhere else in this country. But I have mixed feelings about this. Yes, it is good that you're telling people, hey, this is not cool. Justice for these people, justice for the African Americans and black people, because they have been dealing with this shit for years, centuries even. They've been dealing with slavery, they've been dealing with this and that, being mistreated because they're different than us, and it shouldn't happen. This sort of thing should never happen, but it does. And, I understand you're pissed. I am too, in a way. Because, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did commit a crime, but I'm pretty sure he was a good man. Not every crime is, a bad thing that means you're a bad person. Well, yes, what he did was bad to get him to that point of being arrested. It wasn't violent. So, there is no need for the police to just kill the guy. At all. This was totally on the cop. And, again, I'm pretty sure not everybody is like this. Not every police officer or sheriff is gonna be like this. However, because of these people, these rogue police officers and sheriff people, they basically make every single sheriff and, police officer to be bad and evil and corrupt. Which, let's face it, a lot of them are. Shit, around here, they're all corrupt. Can't trust them. And knowing these people, they will do this. Knowing the people here in Meigs County, they're definitely going to do the same thing that the police officer did to that African American. And, I'm pretty sure George Floyd had a family. And you took the family away from him as well as him away from the family. You have no idea, if he ever had children, which I'm not even sure, I don't know all the details, but, his family will never get to see him again because he's dead. Because of you. You're the reason why he's dead. And, going back to the rioting, I get it. It's good to let people know that you won't stand for this shit. However, if you're burning down buildings and looting targets and everything else in between, that's not the proper way to go about it. I get it, you're rioting, you're protesting, you're telling people, hey, this is not okay, you shouldn't be killing black people just because you're a police officer. And you shouldn't have all this power that you do. But burning down buildings? Burning down that same police station, or maybe a different one, but either way, you're burning down a police station. Just because of this, you're destroying everything just because of one guy. When this has happened before, a lot. Now, yes, it is terribly sad that he died, and my condolences to his family and friends. But, throughout history, we've seen this happen over and over and over. And in my opinion, no, it's a fact that this shit needs to be stopped. All this racism that's in this country needs to be gone. Out the window. Buried alive and burnt. These racist cops also need to do the same thing. They need to fucking stop. Okay? We're all people. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, if you're Asian, if you're Mexican, whatever you are. It doesn't matter who or what you are. We're all people. We're all the same. And if you look deep down enough inside of certain people, you'll find out that they're basically just like you. Same interests, same whatever. They're no different than you. We're all flesh and bones. We're all skin and bones and flesh. That's all we are. And, it's sad that people can't accept this. That there are some people out there that's like, oh, you're different than me, so I'm going to kill you now. And, oh, you're different than me, I shall look down upon you because you're pathetic and whatever. That's not how to do things. And like I said a couple seconds ago, I think racism should be thrown out the fucking window. Should be destroyed and buried, alive and burnt. Racism should never exist. Shouldn't have existed in the first place. Markiplier made a video about this, and he said something that was really important. He wants to leave this place better than he found it. When he dies, he wants the future, the next generation of people, to experience peace and prosperity. And that's what I want too. I want people to realize that this whole racial issue that's been going on for centuries is nothing but a thing of the past. That's what I want. But we have to fight this shit. We have to basically strike. Now you might be wondering, yeah, we've been doing this for centuries. We've been fighting for black rights, and we've been fighting for the rights of basically everybody that's not white. And this hasn't done anything. Well, you're not trying hard enough. That's the problem. If we can find a certain way that actually works, and yeah, holding up signs and yelling, Black Lives Matter, it doesn't really do anything. It's just a sign and you shouting. However, you shouldn't also take into extreme measures of burning down buildings and looting places. That is going too far. There has to be a balance. There has to be some resistance. Some actual pushing back and telling people that this isn't okay. That, everybody is the same. We're all flesh and bones and basically tissue. We are no different from each other than you think. And also, it's kind of a mini kind of rant in a way. But in a way, why is it Black Lives Matter? It should be all lives matter. It doesn't matter if you're black or white or Asian or whatever. All lives matter. It doesn't fucking matter if you're black or if you're white, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic, Indian, whatever. All lives matter. We should fucking hashtag that shit. Get it trending on Twitter. And I know I'm not the guy for trending. Because my channel isn't that big. But if we all work together, if you share this video, if you like this video, if you tell your friends and family about it, tell support groups about this, tell everybody you know about this, we can work together and we can make this shit end once and for all. We can make police brutality a thing of the past. We should make racism a thing of the past. A thing that's just a distant memory that will never happen again. We need to make this shit happen. We need to find a way to do so. How are we going to do it? I don't know. But if we all work together, we can come up with something. And hopefully, we can come up with this soon. Because I want this world to be at peace with each other. And I know that's never going to happen. There's people always going to be at war with each other, and racial issues, and gender issues, and this and that. But I want this world to be a slightly more tolerable place to live in. Because right now, between COVID-19 and the rioting and everything that's been happening this year, pretty soon, the way we're going this year, we're not gonna have a world to live in within the next few years if we keep this shit up. Do you want, I know a few people don't, myself included, but aren't there some of you that want to live in this world where you can experience aurora borealises or experience sunshine and happiness? Do you want that shit? You gotta work hard for that. You have to make this world a better place somehow. And again, if we all work together, we can achieve that goal. I want this world to be a beautiful place, full of people that care about each other and love each other, and are not trying to constantly murder each other because they're different skin colors, or because they're, gender fluid or gay or whatever. It doesn't matter who or what you are. We're all together. We're all human. So it's time to fucking start acting human. And take down racism once and for all. Now I get it, this video isn't going to do anything because first off, I'm not popular enough, and second of all, a lot of other people have basically been saying the exact same things I am, but to no avail. But I figure, maybe people at some point are going to get tired of hearing us do this over and over and be like, fine, we'll stop. No more racism, no more sexism, no more any of this. And at this point in the video, it's not just about this guy that, got killed by police for no reason, basically. This is just about an issue in general, that we should be kind to one another. We should, we should help people when they need help, like crossing the street or, with their homework or whatever. And we should work together to stop sexism and racism and every sort of ism that's a bad thing. Again, I can't stress this shit enough. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't matter what sex you are, what gender you are. It doesn't matter. We're all the same. We're all people. Yes, I am a Neko. I'm part cat, part human. But that applies to those people as well. We should all be able to live in the same fucking planet together without trying to murder each other. I mean, seriously, what makes you think it's a good idea to go around killing black people because they're different than you? There is no right. You shouldn't be doing anything like that. You shouldn't be killing people in the first place. Let alone people that have suffered for years, decades even. They have had a hard-ass life. And the rest of the minorities, Japan, the Asian people and the Mexicans and all these other people, they have held harsh lives with them and their ancestors and their families. It's time we fucking show respect to them. We treat them as people. We treat them the way that we would want to be treated. I mean, has anybody even heard of the golden rule? It's one of the first things we've been taught as children. We've been taught to treat others the way you want to be fucking treated. But so far, no one's doing that. Everybody's at each other's throats. Like, oh, I don't like you because you're black. Oh, I don't like you because you're gay. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, stop it, people. Just fucking stop. We're all human. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what skin color you are. It doesn't matter what your interests are. We're all people. So just fucking stop. But what we should continue trying to do is continue to try to find a way to make this a thing of the past. I'm tired of seeing innocent people be killed just because of their skin color, because of their gender, or because they prefer to be a certain pronoun than whatever. It really sickens me to see that innocent people die because of sexism and racism and police brutality. And this kind of also goes with police brutality, but it doesn't at the same time. And I get it. He did what he did. This wasn't a thing where it was falsely accused. But, police officers and sheriffs should not have that ability to falsely accuse people of crimes they didn't commit. I'm one of those people that have suffered because of that. And I know a lot of other people that are. And, I personally think that, or actually I know, that if that isn't against the law, it should be. To falsely ruin to accuse someone of something they didn't do and ruin the lives of people. And a part of this issue is the police themselves. A lot of corrupt people. And they're so corrupt that, in fact, if you want my personal opinion, I think most cops, if not all of them, are bad. That's it. I get it. There might be a few good people out there, a few good police officers that are doing the right thing and helping out and agree with us when we say that this shouldn't be happening at all. However, they are basically just overshadowed by the fucking majority here. And that's the problem here. That's the whole problem. The minorities are overshadowed by the majority. And that's sad. We should all work together as a team to make this world better. And again, I'm going to quote Markiplier when he said that, he said he wants to leave this world better than he found it. I agree with him. If I die or when I die, I want this world to be better for the next generation. I want people to learn from this and move on. I don't want to see this shit happening from beyond the grave. I don't want people to keep doing this over and over again. Because we're not getting anywhere. And it's sad. It really is. And so, my whole thing with this is just be nice to each other. Okay? And I know a lot of people are saying it and nothing's happening. But still, just be nice to one another. Don't fucking kill someone because they're different than you. Because, let's face it, we're all human. Whether you like it or not. We're all in this together. We're all the same. And we should keep it that way. We shouldn't be trying to, ruin each other's lives because we're different from one another. It's being human. We have different skin colors than others. Everyone's different in their own way. We each have different interests. We have different lifestyles. We each live the same life and the same day. We all go through the same day. And it's pretty fucking ridiculous that all hell has broken loose. And again, I've said this before, I'm saying it right now again, is, I don't think we're gonna last long. The next few years, maybe a year or two, but then after that, I don't think we're gonna last long. Let's face it. With all this happening, all the riotings and the police brutality and COVID-19 and everything that's happening, I don't think we're gonna last long. And I don't know about you, but I actually want to live in a world where everyone's not trying to murder each other and being sexist toward one another or being racist toward one another. Because I don't know about you, but I fucking hate racism, and I hate anybody who is a racist and who does these things. So basically, the majority of Meigs County, but I digress. You know, it is what it is. You know, and I think that the looting and all the rioting that's happening has gone too far. It's literally hell on earth. Like, someone should call in the fucking Doomerang to sell this shit, because it is hell on earth. Everybody is just killing each other. They're just rampaging through the streets of different cities, one of which I think is here in Ohio. I think either Cincinnati or Cleveland, I forgot where it was, but it's basically not here in Ohio. It's in Minnesota. It's pretty much everywhere. And I just don't understand why this is a problem, why this is even a thing in the first place. All you people had to do was, just treat these people as if they were people, not objects. And that's another problem, is that with racism, everybody that is a racist thinks that these minorities are nothing but objects. And that's the sad thing. Again, they're all people. We are all people. And I can't stress this enough. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't matter what religion you have. It doesn't matter what your gender is. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or a poor person. It doesn't fucking matter. We're all the same. And I don't know how many times I gotta fucking say it, but hopefully one of these times that I do say it, something will happen. I know it's not, but I do hope that something will happen from this video and from other people that are attempting to do this and that are attempting to set things right finally and all these things. But here's how I look at things in a way. As long as there's at least one person that's a racist, we're not going to get anywhere. Because, some of these people, they're set in their ways and they have grew up thinking horrible things that just aren't right. And, that's never going to change. And then they're going to pass it on to their children or grandchildren. And then they're going to pass it on to others. And it's a never-ending cycle. So unless we can find a way to break that cycle, teach people about American history, which is what a lot of schools are doing, in the proper way, show the real horrors of what these people had to go through for decades. We have to do something to break this cycle. We have to do something to make this world better than it was. And I'm not gonna quote Trump or anything, but in a way, I kind of want to. Fuck it, I'm doing it. We need to make America great again. And I'm not really gonna get too political in this video, but if you want my opinion, I'm not on the Republicans or down. I don't even care who's who. I'm not on anybody's side. But I do believe that Trump is the main issue here. He's the cause of all this shit somehow. It's always him. And in a way, you got a racist, misogynistic asshole like him in charge, you're gonna have a lot of people that are the exact same way. And if you have people, again, that are racist and misogynistic and whatever, then they're gonna teach their children and grandchildren about it, and then it's going to be a never-ending cycle. And again, we have to break that cycle. I don't know how, but we have to. Because nothing is going to get done if we don't break that cycle. And the only way I think we can truly break that cycle is if we all work together and team up. Fuck our differences. Fuck what color you are. We're all in this together. We should be in this together. We should definitely try to make everything better. And we need to try harder than we've ever tried before. But not too hard where it gets to this whole destroying buildings and shit. Because that's only making things worse. A lot worse. It's making this world a lot more unlivable. So, you know, we need to work together. We need to come up with a plan to make this world a better place and to make racism a thing of the past. Where it's nothing but a distant memory. A fart in the wind, if you will. And we need to think of it now. As soon as possible, as fast as possible, right fucking now, pretty much. Because if we don't, this world will be destroyed by the very people that live in this world. And I don't want to see that happen. But anyways, guys and gals, that's it for this video. If you like this video, give this video a like if it was fun too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing. And also, a link to Markiplier's video will be in the video description down below if you want to see that. And what, you know, because he has charity organizations going on as well for this to kind of combat police brutality and all this stuff. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams and whatever the fuck else I do. It's a shame that a video that I basically come back to here on YouTube after like a couple weeks is explaining to people why and how we need to work together and why and how racism is a bad thing and all this. But you know, it is what it is. This video has to be made to spread awareness and to hopefully turn some heads and make them think, oh, he has some good points. Because, you know, even though I'm an insane random person on the internet that talks about vagina dicks and whatever, I do have good ideas. And I do believe that we can make this world a better place. We just have to try. And we all need to work together, whether we like it or not. Because we're all in this together somehow. And we're all on the same earth. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, people. And bro hoof. Boom.